Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Focus Shed. It's me, Livesey Lovesit. I've got my first draft from last week that I've been tinkering with. 8 changes have been made. Let's go and see the latest draft. Well, hello there and welcome back to the Focus Shed. It's nice to see you all here. Let's have a look and see what my team looked like last Thursday before I left. So, doubled up on Liverpool defence, Cancelo in goal, 4.5 keeper, Sanchez at the minute. We'll see where that ends up. I had Rafinha in the middle, Salah as my captain, Andreas as my 4.5, Grealish and Saka as a couple of decent midfielders. Big man Kane up top, and then Johnson to the side of him. My subs bench consisted of Tomiyasu, Patterson and Archer. But like I said at the beginning, I've made 8 changes. So let's see what has changed. And we can see I now have a 4-man defence. I've still got Sanchez in goal. It may not be Sanchez come the kickoff. We shall see. I don't really like this opening fixture against Man United. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet for him there. It's not just about the one game, though, with a 4.5 keeper. I mean, I would love to have Mendy. I'm really missing Chelsea back here. And I know it's only 0.5, but unless you can suggest to me where to take that 0.5 from before the end of this video, when I show you the rest of my team, I can't see it at this minute in time. I've spent out. So Robertson doubled up on the Liverpool defence. I think that's going to be a great thing this season. Certainly for the first 8 games, the fixtures that Liverpool have got to start off with. Let me just show you how good they actually are using the Fantasy Premier Tools. Sorry, using the Premier Fantasy Tools website. Sorry about that, Mark. He's got a brand new fixture difficulty ticker. Let's click on it, which is really good. You can move things around. There's some great information to be had. I like this detailed version because look what it does. Obviously, you get a rank. I'm gonna change it to 8 game weeks because I'm looking at the first 8 game weeks. And if we look at the ranking for the first teams for offence, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Brentford up there for the first 2 games against Leicester, Man U. I'm not buying that. Maybe this is where we bring Tony in, possibly in game week 3, but that's for the future. For now, it's all about that opening team. As you can see, those who've got the best opening fixtures, really good stuff. I like this, Mark, by the way. I just want to say the fact that each team is ranked so I can go and have a look. Game week 1, who's got the best offence? Well, Liverpool have got the best offence opportunities. And a lot of this, all this is based on the Premier League fixture difficulty rating, home and away performance per team, overall team defensive performance, including goals against, probability of clean sheets, etc. Opponent's affinity for scoring, goals for or from. In addition, for offensive positions, the overall offensive team performance, including goals, probability of scoring a goal, opponent's affinity for stopping goals, goals against. Therefore, it's got a lot of work gone into this, so I think this is really, really good. You can add extra stuff, you can put more information. That was the simple one. Put the deadlines on if you want. You can even get the kickoff times underneath for every single game if you so desire. A bit too much information for me, that one, to be honest with you, but this I really, really like. And just also, let me show you one other thing. If I want to compare Leeds to Liverpool and see if there's a good double up to be had there, I can just move my fixture difficulty wherever I want, so I can set all my teams at the top if I want. It doesn't save, but then you've got to do it each time, which is fine by me. I like it in the dark mode as well. I think it looks nice. I just think it doesn't look as good for everybody else watching on the video. They're not used to the same colours like I am. Right, back to my team. Cancelo is the other defender that I'm going for with my doubled up Liverpool defence. Trent doesn't need any talking about, does he? Let's be honest. He delivers every single time. What did he get last season? 208 points, £7.5 million. I think if he was £8.5, £9 million, I'd still buy him for that, because you're hoping for that from these people in the middle of the park that I've got, which are Kulusevski. He's my Spurs sort of like Gegin, if you like. I've got Salah as the captain. He was the first name on the team sheet. He can't not be. I've been burnt too many times trying to go without him. It never seems to work for me, so I'm not even going to attempt it this season. He starts. He's captain game week 1. There's no two questions about it. Dele Alli. Okay, I know I've put an Evertonian in my team and I said that wasn't going to happen. But I've done it simply because, I just can't get my head around Neto. Okay, I can't understand why people want Neto. 2 goals in, I don't know, not many games whatsoever. Last season, he's just never been a great player. I don't think. He's had no, I know he's 5.5 and you don't expect much from a 5.5, and in which case, is Dele a bad shout? I know Everton have got some great fixtures. Let's have a look. If we go, let's go back. Let's look at Everton's fixtures for offence. Where do we get to? We're 10th. We've got Aston Villa. We've got Notts Forest. We've got Brentford. We've got Leeds. Those first game weeks 2 to 5. Then we go back up to the derby. That'll be tough. But it's at Goodison. Might not be as tough as you think. Then we've got Arsenal. So yeah, we've got a nice little patch of games there. So it's not the worst one to start off with. So I think with that in mind, and the fact I know for a fact he's come back. Well, I say I know for a fact, as I'm led to believe by fellow Evertonians and what I watch, and I watch a lot of stuff about Everton, he has come back, hit the ground running, and he is as fit as he's ever been at pre-season. I think he's ready to make his mark, and if he can hit, 70% of the heights he hits, even 50% of what he hit, like for Spurs and those seasons where he was like getting talked about going to Real Madrid, if he can hit 50% of that, I think he got 20 odd goals in one season once. If he can hit that, half of that, it'll be a great asset. And I think maybe by game week 5 he could have had maybe some involvement. And we'll have a look over in pre-season. He can be somebody else. He can be Neto. Wissa is the other one that people are like talking about. Doesn't fill me with any confidence, either of those, to be honest. So, who have I got up top? Well, I've now got Haaland, Jesus and Undav. I've now gone 3 up top, which is crazy because in my very, very first attempt at putting a team together, and when I was talking about this 2 weeks ago, I was only playing one striker this season, and it was Haaland or Kane. One of the others, 2 4.5s to the side, because there's been no value in strikers. Last season was terrible for strikers. Only like 3 or 4 getting over 150 points. It wasn't very good whatsoever. So that was my plan at the beginning. But now there seems to be one or two more. I really like the look of Jesus. Without a doubt, he's going to be the main man at Arsenal. Arteta's played there. 2 goals on his debut already. And had a hand in creating some own goals as well, forcing some errors. Haaland, what can we say? The only thing I'll say about Haaland, let me show you this now, Fantasy Football Hub, is I looked, and this is very interesting, I looked at the midfielders and forwards, price range, anybody. I looked from game week 20, so the second half of the season. I was really interested from when Conte took over how well those Spurs players did. And this was part of the reason I put Kulusevski in my team. Because look at this. Son, 162 points. Kane, 147 points. This is in 19 games. Which has just been absolutely crazy. Fair play. 139 points. De Bruyne. All these players not getting the look-ins they deserve, maybe. Bowen, 126 points. I know he's got a difficult game up against City, but he's not in many drafts as a result. But he could be the one that comes back to haunt us. Maddison. And here you go. Here's my man, Kulusevski. What did he get? Assists. 9 assists. 5 goals, yeah, that's brilliant in 18 games. Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't ask for much more. Look at Ward-Prowse, another 6.5 player, I think, this season. And then look at this, Salah, Ward-Prowse. Let me repeat this. Ward-Prowse scored more points in the last 18 game weeks than Mo Salah. Yeah, we're all going for him. Madness. Anyway, that's Fantasy Football Hub. Link will be below if you want to join and subscribe, like I do. Yeah, and then final player in my starting 11 as it stands is Undav from Brighton. Again, not keen on Man United as a first fixture, but he comes from the Belgian league. He's been playing there. He got something crazy like 38 goal involvements, you know, in one season. Something like 34 appearances or something crazy like that, which is just mental. And I know it's the Belgian league, but he obviously knows where the goal is. I think those goal involvements as well, I think it was like 23 goals and sort of 14 or 15 assists, however many it was a combination of the two. And let's be honest, Brighton have always lacked the man to put the ball in the back of the net. That's why we've always sort of toyed with the Morpays and the Trossards of this world. But maybe this is the man. Maybe this is the man that's going to come in. He's going to put these balls away for everybody. Anyway, he's 5.5 million. I couldn't find another 5.5 in midfield that I particularly wanted. I was just going to go 2 up top, but that doesn't really do it for me. And then that leaves me with a bench of playing players as it stands at this minute in time. Nico Williams, new Fulham player. Great backup to have for any of these. Like I say, he can get attacking returns. I'm not expecting too many clean sheets if I'm going to be totally honest. But he can get attacking returns, and yeah, he got some last season. It's going to be a starter. Great £4 million option. Don't need to tell you much more about that. He's all over every piece of news that's out there. Andreas, likewise, and he's in a lot of teams now. He's gone to Fulham. He's my 4.5, but unlike a lot of people, he's not going to be my 4.5 enabler. If you like, I think Undav and Delia, my sort of enablers in this team. And then I've got Colback. Rumour has it he's going to be starting. He's a 4.5 mid. He's not going to get many points other than the starting points. Someone to keep an eye on, you know, over the next couple of weeks to see if there's anybody else moving around, comes in as a better option. But yeah, that's my current draft as it stands, boys and girls. I've got this sort of spine down my team. Sanchez, that could change, by the way, if I feel like, I am tempted by Pickford at 4.5. I've got to be honest. It's a fantastic price. With Tarkowski in front of him now, hopefully we're going to be a lot better off in defence this season. You know, his winning of aerial duels and clearances and stuff like that is, you know, second to none across Europe, not just in the Premier League. So yeah, I'm talking myself into Pickford in goal already, aren't I? No Everton players, and then I'm going to be starting with 2. So yeah, these without doubt, this triangle in the middle here will not change. Them 3 players will be in my team come day one. Everything else is up for grabs still, but I'm pretty set on my defence. Yeah, and only if I was to go with Kane. If Haaland doesn't start in the Community Shield, then I probably will go with Kane, and then I'll change things around, and because I won't want to go triple Spurs, not to start with anyway. Anyway, guys, that's my current draft as it stands. If you like what I'm doing with my channel so far today, and you want to follow me through into the season, see how things are going, I'm going to try and do a few more videos, focus on some things that other people are talking about. Then I think I might try and put a little subscribe thing just here. So click that and subscribe to my channel. That would be lovely if you did. Lovely to have you on board. And I'm going to put the league code underneath for anybody who wants to join. Lovely. Look forward to seeing you again here in the Focus Shed soon. And take it easy. Cheers. Bye.